morning, scholars. This is Miss Casella. I have a little short story I wanted to read with you guys today. This story is called Made by Maxine. It's written by Ruth Spiro and illustrated by Hatam. Go ahead and take a look at the cover. Meet Maxine. She likes making new things from old things. She deconstructs and reconstructs, unscrews and re-glues. Maxine makes everything better. Meet Milton. From the day Maxine spotted him in the pet shop window, she was hooked. His scales shimmered, his fins fluttered. Was he waving to her? Since he was a fish, it was hard to tell. Maxine fell in love with Milton. He was a special fish and deserved a better home than a boring glass bowl. "If I can dream it, I can make it," she said. And then she did. First, she tinkered with some old toys and made a spectacular tank. Cowabunga! So those are her ideas for Milton's new home. Next, she repurposed a broken bike and made a pedal-powered fish feeder. For a final touch, Maxine repurposed some vegetables and made music. Being a fish, he was not much of a dancer, but Milton wiggled his fins to the beat, practicing his slick moves. Catchy tune. One day at school, Miss McMiller made an exciting announcement. "This week, we'll have a class pet parade," she said. "We'll meet on the playground after school and then march around the building. If you don't have a pet at home, you may borrow one from our classroom." "I'll bring Mittens, my kitten. I'll bring Felix, my ferret. I'll bring Milton, my goldfish," said Maxine. "It's a pet parade, not a wet parade. A goldfish can't march. He doesn't have feet." "Milton is a very special fish," she replied. "You'll see." At home, Maxine told Milton about the pet parade. He bubbled with excitement. Being a fish, he didn't get out much. "It's okay if you don't have feet," Maxine said. "Fins are perfectly fine." "No, they're better than fine. They're fabulous." But Milton's spectacular tank was also spectacularly heavy. So she's having a hard time moving his fish tank. Maxine moved Milton into his old bowl. It was boring, but easier to carry. "This is only temporary," she reassured him. Then they practiced marching. Splish! Surf's up! Splash! Splish! Uh-oh, I feel seasick. Maxine's enthusiasm was dampened, along with her sneakers. "We need to make this bowl better," said Maxine. She collected containers from all around the house. Maxine fitted and filled, fixed and fiddled. And failed. "Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Maybe I should borrow the class hamster instead." Was Milton crying? Since he was a fish, it was hard to tell. As the big day approached, The pet parade was all anyone could talk about. I brushed Mittens. She's extra fluffy. I made Felix a new sparkly collar. So all her friends are talking about the pets they're going to bring, and Maxine is feeling a little sad. Maxine thought about Milton. With his shimmering scales and fluttery fins, he was beautiful and funny and smart and talented, and he was her friend. Sorry, hamster, I'm marching with Milton. After school, Maxine picked up her pencils and paper and planned her project. She had already discovered a million ways that would not work, which meant she was getting closer to finding a way that would. She repurposed a race car, upcycled an umbrella, and reprogrammed an old remote. All afternoon, she deconstructed and reconstructed, unscrewed and re-glued. She tinkered and hacked, bent parts forward and back. Maxine made a music playing, fin wiggling, waves sensing, dance powered, fantastic, fantabulous, fincredible, fishmobile pet parade float. Wow. So after trying so many different things, she finally came up with a device that would work for Milton. Meet Milton, said Maxine, my very special fish. He's dancing and driving. Watch your feet coming through. Miss McMiller complimented Milton on being the best behaved pet of all. Was he blushing? Since he was a fish, it was hard to tell. She also complimented Maxine on finding a way to include Milton. If I can dream it, I can make it, Maxine said. The end. Thank you for reading along with me today, scholars. I hope you enjoyed Made by Maxine. I really like this story because I think it has a really special message about trying our best and about what failure is. So now that we're done with this book, go ahead and have a little conversation with your grown-up about what very important lesson we learned from this book and how we can apply that to our lives, okay? Thank you for reading with me. See you next time.